Hello again. So I did some more unpacking today and guess what I found? So the plan was to do a little blog about the Nintendo Wii. Now this is kind of hard to do. I'm trying to split my concentration between talking to you guys and participating in a Pokemon battle here, so why don't we put this down for a moment so I can talk to you. The Nintendo Wii. If you don't know about the Nintendo Wii, you're either living under a rock or don't care about gaming at all. So when I say Nintendo Wii, your reaction is, huh? You might as well switch this video off right now. Nintendo Wii. It's out in America, been out for what, a couple of weeks now? Just launched in Japan a couple of days ago and is going to launch in Australia on Thursday. The Nintendo Wii was turning out to be the first Nintendo console in a long time that I wasn't going to be able to get on launch day. Simply down to the fact that my money's been going elsewhere these days, as you know. Cats and I are still struggling and fighting our way to be able to afford all this sort of stuff going down. It's getting real close now, we're running out of time. She's due to come here after Christmas, just before New Year's. So my option was basically to either miss out on getting the Wii, a game console I've been looking forward to for as long as people have known about it.
Bring on the Wii.
Or find a way to get one. So I found a way to get one. Without spending the money I couldn't afford to spend. The way I did this was I traded in my GameCube, I traded in my Nintendo DS, I traded in a whole bunch of games.
Wii.
And after doing all that, it became more affordable for me. Still kind of stretching my budget a bit, so this is probably the last beer I'm going to have for a long, long time. We also happen to know I'm quitting smoking, so there's a little extra money in my pocket right there. Anyway, I was going to do a whole blog about how great the Nintendo Wii is and all that sort of stuff, and then I thought, well, there are already plenty of gaming websites out that are already talking about this. You know, we've got previews and reviews and articles about the Wii and all that sort of stuff, so I don't need to be repeating what they are saying, so all I'm going to say is I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Wii.
And in fact, this time tomorrow night, the store where I've actually pre-ordered my Wii at is having a midnight launch, so I'll be going to that.
Wii.
And I'll probably take my camera with me as well so I can document the midnight launch here in Launceston. From what I've heard from speaking with the store manager, the pre-orders have gone nuts for this thing, which is surprising in a small city like Launceston, really. This is also probably one of the last times I'll be taking my camera anywhere, because I'm going to have to sell it off to bring in some extra cash to help pay for the flights and the excess baggage and all that sort of stuff, but that's no big deal. But that's neither here nor there. Interesting thing is, I was just reading that the Nintendo Wii in Australia has already pre-sold more units than the Xbox 360 sold in its first 4 days. Which means it's heading towards being the fastest selling games console in Australian history. Nice. It sold out at launch in Japan, which is hardly surprising because Japan is the home of Nintendo. They love Nintendo stuff almost as much as I do.
Wii.
And as far as the new control scheme goes, well, people are saying the same thing about the Nintendo Wii as they said about the Nintendo DS when it launched. Oh, it's a gimmick and yada yada yada. Well, guess what? The Nintendo DS is selling like mad. It's even outselling the Sony PSP, a much more powerful machine. So what does that tell you? People are starting to wake up to the fact that more powerful machines aren't necessarily better gaming machines. Yes! Woohoo! Wii. Even Sony themselves admit that the Wii is going to be awesome fun to play. I'm going to read you a quote from the General Manager of Sony Australia New Zealand, Nick Foster. Wii is a core gaming device. It's more fun, intuitive sort of product to pick up, whereas the PS3 is a broader entertainment solution. That's right, you heard it. Sony themselves admit the Wii is more fun than the PS3. So he then goes on to talk about the PS3 a little bit more. So you can have your fun, enjoyable gaming, but then you have a whole suite of other applications, such as Blu-ray media playback. Blu-ray is an unproven technology, it's still got another competitor out there in the market. You're taking a risk on that one. The ability to access your music. Yeah, you can do that on the Wii. Access your photos. Yeah, you can do that on the Wii. And the interportability with the PlayStation Portable. So what? The Nintendo DS sells better than the PlayStation Portable, and that's interportable with the Wii. Loser. Owned! Catch you next time.